Reading facial expressions is a solid way to explore social cues. That can mean being able to tell if someone likes something or not. In this video, we're going to look at some faces and use our detective skills to see if the people whose pictures we see like or do not like what they are seeing, feeling, or hearing. In future videos, we'll look for different social cues in different scenes. Does this boy like the magic trick he's watching? Yes, this boy is amazed. His eyes are wide so he can take in more of what he is looking at. The sides of his mouth are tilted upwards. His jaw is loose, not tense. He wants to know how he pulled that off. Does this lady like what the person she is talking to is saying? She's on her headset. She looks like she's in an office. She's got a pen in her hand, ready to go. And she might be talking to a client. Or maybe her boss is calling her. Yes, she is smiling. Her eyebrows are relaxed. Her nose is wrinkled playfully. The thing about noses, and here's a hint for future pictures, is that based on the other cues around the nose, you can be able to tell if someone is angry or happy. Does this man like the message he is reading? He could be looking at a phone or maybe an email. No. His eyebrows are furrowed. His lips are taut. He really looks like he is not liking what it is that he is reading. Does this man like what he is reading? Yes. His eyebrows are raised. He looks curious. He's looking intensely at the book. His lips are puckered. Maybe he's surprised at what he is reading. But it's not something distasteful or something that disgusts him. Does this lady like the sound of the music that is playing? Yes. She's holding her hands by her ears so she can take in more of an amplified sound. She's smiling. Her eyebrows are raised. Does this man like the email he is reading? No. His hands are pressing on his head. His eyebrows are furrowed. His lips are pursed. And it looks like his shoulders are also tense and up. In fact, right now, yours might be too, especially if this is something that you are only starting to work on. It might be a little bit rough, and you might be feeling tense. So relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, and take a deep breath before we keep going. Does this man like the look of the commercial he is watching? No. His lips are pursed. His brow is tense. His cheeks and neck are taut. He looks a little bit surprised and maybe a little bit disgusted. Does this boy like the feel of the slime in his hands? No. His teeth are clenched. His eyebrows are furrowed. His nostrils are flared. This little boy feels a lot different than he did when he was watching that magic trick. How did you do? Here's some hints about social cues on facial expressions. If eyebrows are raised and arched, someone might be surprised, maybe happy. If they are furrowed and lowered, someone could be angry. If the inner corners and outer corners are down, you could be sad. Inner corners up, outer corners down, sad. If your nose is wrinkled, you could be happy or angry, just like our lady who was on the phone. If your eyes are wide open, could be surprised or interested. Half closed, curious or angry. Or have crow's feet wrinkles on the sides, happy. If your mouth is open, could be excited or surprised, with a dropped jaw, surprised or in disbelief, one side of the mouth raised, disbelief, disgust, or anger. This is one of those where you need to take a look at the other cues on the face to be able to see what is really going on. If the corners are raised, could mean happy. If the corners are lowered or frowned, that could mean sad. If someone is biting their lip, they might be anxious. They might also be anxious if they have pursed lips or disinterested. If they have a loose jaw, they could be relaxed or in amazement. Go back and try again. See how much better you do after checking out your cheat sheet here with these clues. Look for cues from the top of the head to the bottom of the chin. You can do it. We'll come back and try this again later with some new pictures and some new scenes.